Hey, what's going on? It's Rick here. And with this video, I'm going to, let's just say, kind of pull the curtain back a little bit and show you a piece of software that I use from time to time to create some of the videos that you guys watch. And I'm going to try to do this a little bit more often, where I do these videos showing you a behind the scenes look, talk about some of the software that I use, maybe some of the hardware that I use, how I do the things that you guys are watching. Hopefully you'll find that helpful. There's a lot of different things that I've got in mind. So today I'm going to talk about Reflector. They're actually up to version 2, which is Reflector 2. And this is a wireless mirroring and streaming receiver. So what I'm going to show you today is basically how I use it to kind of reflect my iPhone or my iPad to my iMac, to which I then use this guy down here, ScreenFlow, to record and kind of show you in the videos that I'm doing here. So why do I use ScreenFlow? Well, I do that because it allows me to do some really cool annotations and some other stuff. But I will say this, and that particular piece of software, ScreenFlow, will be for another video at another date and time. But I will say this, that Reflector does have recording capabilities built into it. So you could get away with just using this if you really wanted to. And it is cross-platform on Mac, Windows, a few other platforms as well. I'm just going to touch on the surface here as to how I'm using it. There are so many other ways that you can use this software that I would encourage you, if you're even the least bit interested in this, check out airsquirrels.com for all of the details. Very affordable at $14.99. So let me go ahead and minimize this. And what I'm going to do is come down here and open up Reflector 2. It's going to show the icon up here in the top. And then I do want to show you the preferences. I'm not going to walk through everything here. I'm just going to show you the connection and the recording tabs here, because the thing I like about this, besides the quality that it gives, is how easy it is to set up and use. So when I come to connection, at least in my example, I can choose the airplay resolution up to 1080p, which I have selected here. The default scale, which I've got for best for Retina. Now, in my example, I can choose airplay security. What that means is when I go to connect my device to show it on the screen, it'll either just connect or it'll require a password or an on-screen code that I basically determine. You can also, on the connection, connect and show the device, connect and hide the device, or prompt for approval. I'm going to come back and show you how display full screen works, as well as these desktop and solid colors. I will talk about show frame real quickly here. When you choose automatically, it's going to automatically detect what device you're using and put the appropriate frame around it. Remember, this is not just for Apple devices. I use it for my Apple devices, but you could use it with Android and other things as well that are supported. So in my case today, it's going to detect I'm using a 6 Plus, and it's going to show the hardware around the screen. Check this out. As we look at recording, live stream to YouTube is an option. And under our recording resolution, if supported for you, it goes all the way up to 4K. So it will record in 4K. We're talking about a software that only costs $14.99. Recording quality from very high to very low, and your frames per second recording anywhere between 15 and 60. So let me go ahead and close this. What you're not going to see right now is I've got my iPhone 6 Plus in my hand. I am swiping up. I'm going to AirPlay. I am choosing my computer and selecting mirroring. And then I'm hitting done, and you can see there is my phone. And so, as I mentioned, you can come up here, you can hit record if you wanted to record from within Reflector. It'll record what's happening. When you hit record again, it'll stop and save that file to your desktop or where you determine it to be saved. And you'll also notice that it's very responsive. So I can go into landscape or portrait mode, and it will respond right away. As I go up to Reflector up here at the top, I can go to Preferences. And remember, I was talking about under Connection, the background. Now, before I click on Display Full Screen, if I say full screen background, display the desktop background, when I click on this, what it's going to do is it's going to take away the menu at the top, and it's also going to take away any icons on my desk. So doing that, it is only going to show my wallpaper. Now, if I don't like that, I can say show a solid color instead, and I can change that to any of the colors here. I can go into the color wheel, and I can choose any shades of colors that I so desire, things like that. There's a lot of different kind of customization options that I can do. So I'm going to go back to the desktop background. Finally, the last thing here is show frame. So let me go ahead and uncheck display full screen. If I go to none and then I close out of the preferences here, what this will do is it's going to take away the hardware frame and only show the screen. So let me go ahead and disconnect. So you do need to disconnect when you make that switch and reconnect. And now, as you'll see here, it takes that hardware frame off of it and only displays the screen. And so let me give you an example here of how this works in, let's say, a game. Because if you're recording within the Reflector app, you're going to get audio for the game or for the app that you're using. And likewise, because I'm using ScreenFlow, I can also do the same thing. So let's go ahead and play a quick round, and you can see how terrible I am at this game, although it's highly addictive. Whoops, that was not good. We'll give it one more go. Super, super fast here. Okay, enough of that. So you can see how this works. Again, I totally recommend this. I know there's other ways that you can screen mirror and capture your device and things like that, but this is a very affordable, high quality way to get information off of your device, whether it be Android, whether it be iOS, whatever it might be. Reflector, as long as they support it, they can do it, and in a very high quality way that's super affordable at $14.99. It's become part of my workflow for when I want to make these videos, and I encourage you, if you're even the least bit interested, check it out. So do you guys use it today? And if so, how do you use it? And let me know in the comments down below. Did you find the video helpful? Is it at least interesting to you? Because like I said, I would love to do more of these for you guys. I've got things like Wirecast, ScreenFlow. Maybe I'll do a Final Cut Pro, tips and tricks, things like that. Let me know in the comments down below. And that's going to do it for this time, guys. So thanks for watching the video. Really appreciate it. And I will catch you next time. Take care.